Hello everyone, Spencer here. I'll be showing you a project that I've been working on for the past 2 weeks, and it is a web application. The purpose of this project was to further my knowledge in web development, in which I did not have any prior knowledge about it because I have not taken any previous class or have worked on any previous projects. And the web app that I decided to do is a booking platform wherein you can look for your book your next photographer and your next photo shoots. And it uses React JS as a front end. And I kind of started the structure for the back end, which I will be continuing on the next sprint. But it makes use of the MongoDB database and the Node.js and Express. But today I'll show you how to start the web page. We'll go into Visual Studio Code. Once you clone the repository, you just cd into client to go onto the front end part of the application. And the first thing you'd want to do is npm I or npm install to install all the packages that I've used. But since I've already installed it, we'll run npm start. And what this does is it starts the web app on a local host. But before that, let's talk about the web pages since it's still loading. The first web page that I did is a home page, and right now the home page is empty. But I'll be putting most of the content or some uh, content that are relevant into about photography, and I already have a list of the things I want to add on there. And the next one is the search or list page. This is where everything is dynamically shown. Right now, it should be empty because it is just connected to a list from the front end, and that is empty initially. And then the add page is where you add all the information you want and submit it to the front end, and it will handle it, save it to the list, and dynamically show it to the search list page. So there's a lot of components that I use on this web page, React components specifically. So let's walk through it. So the first component is the app component. This is where I did most of the routing for my apps, and I used the React DOM client, React Router DOM. And this is also where the photographer's list state is initialized, since it will be used across different components and pages along the web app. But the difference, so I learned, so that's one of the benefits of having React. So, but on the add component, we initialize this in here because these states are only used within the add component. I don't need it on the search list page or in the home page, so I just initialize this state on the child component, which is the add. So I structured the folder with pages, and then usually the pages only will have different components in contain different components. So for example, on the search page, it's taking a lot. It's taking a while to load since it's running and I'm running and recording. So right now the search page takes a property component that is passed from app, and the app passes the photographer's list state, and then it will be passed to the photographer's component. And from the photographer's component, which is where the box or the cards of photographers should appear, it will make use of the props and map it out to show everything. And the information will be passed on to the photographer component, which is the child component of photographers that displays all of the cards. So there's a lot of things that I learned here, and one thing is to communicate how to communicate data with the different components. So you just have to make sure everything is. So I had to draw everything, all the components and their parent-child connections. So let's go on to the app, which is the most exciting part. So as I was saying, this is the home page where everything is boring right now because there is no content. But I forgot to mention you this on the app.js. The nav bar will always appear on any given page, so it doesn't have to reload every time. That just increases the performance. So we'll go to the photographer's page or the search list page right here. Right now it's empty because, as I said earlier, the list is initialized as empty, the list state. So we'll go to the add page over here. So we'll say I'll add some people over here. So it will make an alert once you click submit or add that the photographer has been registered. So let's say Michael, which is my brother, 20, and then let's say Bob, Baloo, and 7 is from somewhere. And then let's add one more. Let's add Jason PQ, and then he's 16. He's also from South. He's from South America. He didn't specify. So we added those people, and initially they'll be added from the by they'll be added by through this function right here, which is handling submit. So because we added some properties or props to each component to the child component, we can use this function onAdd that will handle the submit. And I'll show you right here on the app.js where that onAdd, which is the most parent component of the thing, which is right here, handle add. So I just called it props onAdd because I passed it with the name of onAdd, but the function is handle add. And this is where the alert comes from. So we'll show, since we added those people already and we know they've been added onto this list or state, I'm pretty sure we can show them on the photographer's list. And here is everyone. So they've been dynamically added or mapped. And right now, there's still a lot of things to improve on. And I already have listed them out on my Trello board. And one of the main things that I want to work on in the next sprint is to be able to use a cloud base to store everything here and possibly implement a backend structure or for this web app. And that's everything for my web app. Thanks for watching.